All right, yo, what is going on, guys? Today is Monday, October 21st, 2024. I'm going to be going over today's trade that yielded me a 1 to 7 R and 175 points. Coming into today, I was bullish until we hit these London highs, Asia highs, previous day high, and all of this low resistance liquidity. It was no news Monday, so I wanted to wait for a really good setup. So I was patient and ended up getting a really good trade. So let's get into it. 9:30 opened higher, immediately displaced, took London highs. I thought we were gonna reject this 4 hour imbalance right here when we tapped into it, but we kept pushing higher until we got to, let's see, yes, this should be that 3 minutes that we were talking about. So we have one more push higher. This is our SMT. This is when ES took previous day high. So we mark out our inversion, our highest time frame inversion, which was this 3 minute. Risk looked really good on it. We had a 15-minute rebalance. And so let's take our short position. And I was going to go break even at this internal low. So take profit 1 to 1, break even internal low. First TP was 1 to 1 at low. Then we had these equal lows, which was TP2. TP3 was the 8:30 open and this little accumulation, and then ultimately this sell side liquidity. And it's definitely super optimistic, but backtesting Mondays and looking at PA on Mondays in the past, we low-key have had like decent price action on Mondays, even if it was no news. Monday tends to like deliver and set the weekly profile whether or not we're bullish or bearish. So I like the risk enough on this trade. So I went in. I was on micros, but I'm just gonna do 10 cons on um, minis. So went short. Ignore the profit because it's not what it was. But stop loss up here. I was only risking $500, but it was on micro, so it was 550. So pretty much immediately took that low. Stops went to break even. Took out, what was it? I think I took 3 right there. And then kept going. Took 3 right there at this low. Took 3 more at that low. And then final take profit was all the way down there. There you go. Now, yeah, like I don't. The confluences for this trade were a few different things. I really liked time. I really liked price. Basically, let me go to my journal real quick. Yeah, so first confluence, SMT with ES at previous day high. Then we had a sweep of Asia highs on NQ. And we also had a sweep of London highs on ES. We had this 3-minute inversion, which was my entry. Mark that out. And then we also had a 10 a.m. open high low close. So 10 a.m. opened, open high, created a low, taking out this liquidity. And then we ended up having a close somewhere over here with that 4-hour candle. I'll show you guys in a second. And then obviously, like, we had this low resistance liquidity, which I just wanted to see get ran. And you can see with this low resistance liquidity pools, price just ran through it completely. So with this low resistance, we had, dump. With this, dump. Let me see if anybody has any questions. I saw the 3-minute IFEG, but didn't enter because we wanted some more structure. Typically, like, this is enough structure for me because we generated and took out highs with low resistance liquidity. So it's not as if we like 9:30 open we delivered in two candles. Like we didn't even deliver by 10 a.m. yet. So when we had that 10 a.m. open high, swept liquidity, I felt like it was time for a run lower. I look, yeah, I know. Look how much you would have made with 10 cons, but I only made 1,500 because I was on minis. Why take the 3 minute other than the four? The 4 minute was just too low for me. I mean, obviously you could have taken the 4 minute, but then that would have been 20 something more points of risk when I was fine with the 3 minute. Yeah, beautiful 10 a.m. open high low close. I'll show you the rest of the price action till 2 p.m. and then you'll really see. I mean, it was like textbook open high low close. Like it literally cannot get more textbook. I'll break it down real quick. Wherever that is. So if you're looking at an open high low close, you're gonna see your open, your high, your low, and then your close. And look at exactly what price did. 10 a.m. open, high, low, close. Was there a PM trade? No. PM wasn't good. What was today's daily profile? Couldn't tell you. What gave you confidence it was going right to the low of that range? Well, you see, T-trades taught me something where, like, if you're going for a 175 point trade, or if you're going for a trade that seems overextended, you don't always necessarily have to target the low. Even like this wick, when you're thinking about liquidity and you see this wick, this would be like consequent encroachment of the wick. Like 5. Like we don't, like there's no significant liquidity from right here to right here within the 728 candle to where price has to go all the way down and like sweep through this liquidity. Like these generation of orders in pre-market was enough for price to just come right down here. So when I had my sell side marked out to right here, I didn't care if we kept going lower because I just wanted to see like this like accumulation low zone get hit rather than like, oh, I want that whole liquidity area. That makes sense? Did you enter in live? Yeah. I sent an alert too. How do you determine which trade is good to take and eliminate the bad ones? Well, it's a combination of seeing price in real time, back testing, just knowing your model and what your model looks like. Yeah, exactly what Guy said. Like, you should have a model and a checklist and parameters, and like, you should never go into a trade saying like, oh, I don't even know what's going on, or you should never enter a day where like you don't have conditions. Like my conditions are always, so like this is exactly like what my trading plan is. Where do I send alerts? My Discord. Time 9:30 a.m., 11 a.m. Model targeting equalizer equal lows. Sorry, just got rid of that. I should also add like session highs or lows. So SMT within a high time frame PD array. So SMT in this 4 hour, sweep of significant liquidity, previous day high. Highest time frame inversion, 3 minute, without taking internal low, which was this internal low right here. And then equal lows or equal highs being within a 5 minute or 15 minute unfilled fair value gap, which these equal lows were within a 5 minute fair value gap. Inversion is taken within the high time frame and low time frame premium or discount. So we have this entry was within the premium. And then finally we have low resistance liquidity between entry and take profit, which was this and this. So when you say, how do I determine which is a good trade to take? It's like, what is this my trading plan? This trade lined up with every single piece of my trading plan. Why is SMT with ES such a strong confluence? Would I have taken the trade if there wasn't one? No, I wouldn't have taken the trade if there wasn't an SMT, because the SMT is part of my model. The only time I don't take a trade, or the only time I take a trade without an SMT, is if it's a mechanical model and we're trading within the range. So it would be as if, like, right here, we're not trading within the range because we still have session highs and lows to take, and we still have external draw and liquidity to be taken. So after this, we are trading within the range. So this high was created, this low was created. So now we're going to be trading within this range for PM session. This high will not get taken, this low will not get taken. So I won't take an SMT too seriously, like to where I'm going to have a big move like this. Is this my only model? Yeah. This is my like Judas open 930 model. And then my like PM model is equal highs and equal lows mechanical. Do you always take multiple take profits? It depends on like what sell side levels I have. So like for this one, I was in 10 micros. So I wanted 1 TP, equal lows, and sell side. But normally, oh yeah, I'll put the checklist up. Normally I will just do like 1 take profit for a mechanical model and 2 take profits for my open model, because my open model has 2 take profits, which is pre-market equal lows or highs and session highs and lows. But for mechanical model, I'm only targeting 1 take profit. No, bro, you can ask as many basic, like I'm here for basic questions. I don't care. I've been trading for around like 6 years, and I just started trading futures around a year and a half ago, and I've been profitable for like 6 months. My first payout was in May. But honestly, like with this community and the people you have around you, it's way easier to get profitable. How did you start off and learn? By watching ICT on YouTube and just like watching price every single day. Trading, honestly, just getting my hours in. Psychologically, I learned by honestly losing accounts and just like finally getting fed up with myself, the fact that I was just tired of losing money. Can I switch my bias quickly? Yeah, for sure. The best traders, obviously you want to stick to your bias, but at the end of the day, I think conditions is better than bias. I was bullish coming into today, but my conditions were creating an SMT with ES after we took previous day high, and that wasn't necessarily like my bias, but those were my conditions. So if I followed my bias, I would have never taken this short because I was bullish. Did you used to overtrade when it was starting? For sure, dude. I mean, like the whole point is learning what trades to take and how to take them and how to execute them. You literally don't learn if you don't overtrade. Our external liquidity is Asia highs, previous day high, blah 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 blah, and then our internal liquidity is like after we take this. So this isn't a session high or low, and then something like this, internal liquidity, 15-minute rebalance, 5-minute rebalances, equal highs, equal lows. So say like once we took this external liquidity, we're going to trade to internal liquidity, which is these equal highs, equal lows, these low resistance liquidity. So technically you are right, because we did trade from high resistance liquidity, which was these highs up here, to low resistance liquidity. But technically you shouldn't look at it that way. You should always look at it as external liquidity to internal liquidity. All right, if that's all the questions, then I'm going to head out. Appreciate you guys showing up. Appreciate you guys asking questions. I'm always down to do this, especially when I hit a big-ass trade like this. I want to go over it. I want to get it posted on YouTube and just make everyone a better trader. So DM me if you need my checklist, or if you want to know more about this trade. This will be up on the Stock Paper Scissors YouTube channel. And appreciate y'all.